Game of Life training.
Check. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Drive at 5 live, no jive. I'm your host, Aaron David Spiegel, with Game of Life training for the game of life. It's the stuff that they don't teach you in school. You should already know that whatever you were taught in school was not right. Duh. I mean, if you had a hard time in school like me, it's because you probably have some sense about you. It's funny now that people that, went to college and like got all this formal education are pretty much idiots. Not everybody, not every time, but yeah, you know what I mean. And it's like the common sense has been conditioned out of you. So this is to bring some common sense back, some awareness back, just to the concept of, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, maybe making an easy change, day by day, little things that will add up over time. So yeah, what I'd like to do is talk about aspartame today and the effects that it has on your body, at least what it's been studied. I asked ChatGPT, so we'll be going through that together. I have not looked at what it says. I just I don't even know what made me think about it. Really, I don't. I was just like, okay, I guess we're doing aspartame today. So I was like, okay, what do you say, ChatGPT? What do you know about aspartame? So let's check it out. Let's go over there and talk to ChatGPT. And here we go. I'll put it up on the screen for you, and then we'll just go through it together. It says aspartame is widely studied, and its effects can vary depending on individual sensitivity. Here are some potential effects. Metabolism and digestion. Aspartame breaks down into three components: aspartic acid, phenolin, and methanol. These components are naturally found in other foods, but in high amounts, they may have different effects. Neurological effects. Now, this is something I thought about, was one of the first things that I thought, because autism runs rampant today, right? So neurological effects, it says these components are naturally found in, some individuals report headaches, dizziness, and mood changes after consuming aspartame. People with phenylketonuria, PKU, phenylketonuria must avoid aspartame because they cannot properly metabolize phenylene, phenylalanine, phenylalanine. That's what it is. Phenylalanine, which can lead to congestive or cognitive damage. Damn, I must have had some aspartame today. Okay, it says weight and appetite. Some research suggests that artificial sweeteners might increase cravings for sweet foods, leading to higher calorie intake. So essentially, even if it's 0 calories, once you eat it, it makes you hungrier. And so then you're eating other crap as well. It's kind of like a carb thing. When you eat carbs, it makes you want more carbs, right? At least that's typical. However, the FDA and major health organizations have deemed aspartame safe in moderate amounts. So you can also, just so you guys know, you can also have, small amounts of rat poison and survive. Just, I think actually aspartame may be in rat poison. I'm not positive about that, but it seems right. Let me know in the comments, because I did a deep dive into aspartame a long time ago. So, gut microbiome and insulin response. Some studies suggest artificial sweeteners may alter gut bacteria, though findings are inconclusive, of course, right? Some studies suggest they're inconclusive. Unlike sugar, aspartame does not spike blood glucose directly, making it common in diabetic-friendly foods. So you're not going to get an insulin spike directly, or blood glucose. which means insulin after. Anyway, so number 5 here, it says cancer and other long-term concerns. Older studies suggest a possible link between aspartame and cancer in lab animals, but major health organizations like FDA, WHO, and EFSA state that there is no strong evidence of harm when consumed within recommended limits. So they're the same ones that, I think the WHO and from what I understand, these guys are not to be trusted. They're just not. You know, Fact is, that's why I'm talking about this stuff, because they agree with it and they know better, and you should know better, and you probably do know better. But let this be just a reminder: stop drinking diet pop. Stop drinking or putting artificial sweeteners in. We'll go on to that. There are alternatives, and I'll get into that here shortly. It says some recent studies have re-examined potential risks, but regulatory agencies still consider it safe in moderation. Okay, though it leads, I should probably just ask: does it lead to cancer? It says history of aspartame. Nutrisweet. In 1965, it was discovered by accident by chemist James Slater, who, while working for GD Searle and Company. In 1974, FDA initially approves aspartame as a tabletop sweetener and for use in some foods. In 1981, after concerns about safety, further reviews led to full FDA approval for use in dry foods. 1983, approval for use in carbonated beverages, diet sodas, etc. So 1983, I was in 3rd grade at that point. 1985, Monsanto purchases. Now Monsanto, do you guys know anything about Monsanto? Monsanto is amazing. They make Roundup. And that's good for you. And I think they're behind the GMO, everything. And they patented seeds. I mean, now it's Bayer, right? It's Bayer Monsanto. And a drug company and a food company, they go good together. So in 1996, FDA removes all restrictions on aspartame use in food and drinks. Oh, I wonder who got paid off there. 1996. They were moving on into the government at this point. I mean, they were on that complete takeover. Prior to that, I think there was still some good people up in there. In 2023, the World Health Organization, who we all love and adore, classifies aspartame as possibly carcinogenic. Oh, so they say it's possibly cancer causing. Though it maintains that normal consumption is unlikely to pose risks. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, synonyms and alternative names. So these are the things to look out for and try to avoid. Chemical name is aspartame. Brand names are Nutrisweet, Equal, AminoSweet, and Canderel in Europe. Food additive code is E951 in Europe, and International Food Labeling. Says, would I like more details or specifics? I said, no, thanks. Could you give me some safe alternatives? So here we are with the safe alternatives. And it says, if you're looking for safe alternatives to Nutrisweet, aspartame, here are some natural and artificial sweeteners with different benefits. Natural sweeteners, less processed and generally well tolerated. Stevia. Now, this is extracted from the Stevia rebaudiana plant. Rebaudiana plant. Stevia rebaudiana plant. 0 calories, does not raise blood sugar. Some people find it has a slight aftertaste. So I'd say that at least for me, that's what I've always gone to now. Since I kind of got rid of the aspartame. And so here we go. Monk fruit, that's another good one. Derived from the monk fruit native to China. No effect on blood sugar, no calories, often blended with erythritol for a better taste. So I think that erythritol is like what's in gum, maybe. I'm not positive. Leave it in the comments if you know better. Allulose, naturally found in fruits like figs and raisins, low calorie, does not spike blood sugar, has a sugar-like texture and taste. So that's a new one for me. Oh, here's erythritol, a sugar alcohol found naturally in some fruits, almost 0 calories, and does not affect blood sugar. Too much can cause digestive upset in some people, so you might be pooping your brains out. Xylitol, another sugar alcohol found in fruits and vegetables. Lower glycemic index than sugar and can cause digestive issues in excess and is toxic to dogs. So you want to keep that away from your dogs. And I think that that's used in gums also, like in some sugar-free gums. Artificial sweeteners, FDA approved and generally safe. Now, that's always a question, right? FDA approved. They're the gold standard, right? Okay. Sucralose, Splenda. Now, I do use this, and let's see what it has to say. Made from sugar, but altered so the body does not absorb it. Heat stable, so good for baking, and some studies suggest it may affect gut bacteria in large amounts. Good thing I don't use it in large amounts. Acesulfame potassium, ACE K. Acesulfame potassium, ACE K. Often blended with sucralose and aspartame in diet sodas. Heat stable and has a long shelf life. No effect on blood sugar, but may have slight aftertaste. Best choices for different needs. For natural plant-based sweetness, stevia and monk fruit, and those are the best ones that I think that if you can get yourself there, get those. They're pretty good, and they do the trick for sure. I mean, you can make chocolate milk out of monk fruit. It's almost like sugar. You have to figure out what's the ratio for you. Like 1 teaspoon is not 1 teaspoon. And same with stevia. 1 teaspoon is not 1 teaspoon. So you have to like do it to taste. And it does taste different. So realize that going in, but it's just a way better alternative for you. For a sugar-like taste without calories, allulose and erythritol. And I want to try those. I do want to give those a try. Give it a try. Okay, for baking and cooking, sucralose, allulose, monk fruit blends. And for keto and diabetic needs, erythritol, allulose, stevia, and monk fruit. And my girlfriend does keto, and she uses monk fruit quite a bit and stevia quite a bit. But maybe I'm going to talk to her about erythritol, and allulose, because maybe I'd like to give them a try. So yeah, that's kind of what we're at with aspartame. So essentially, my message today, and I don't know where it comes in, it's probably a divine inspiration, it feels, is to stop drinking diet pop that contain aspartame. I mean, this is like common back in the late 80s, 90s that it was causing problems. I mean, if you have lumps and bumps in your body, there's alternative ways to get what you want without causing harm to your body, but you have to disconnect from what is mainstream. And I mean, seriously, like generally at the grocery store for the most part. I mean, why the hell do you have to buy organic food to be healthy? I mean, what kind of like poison is that? I mean, everything is poison, but you're going to pay more if you want to not poison yourself, or you can grow your own stuff and you can try to buy locally and you can find people that know how to do things that you don't know how to do and share those things locally. And, you know, we can kind of take our own lives back through community and it's just knowledge, experience, understanding rather and, you know, attention rather than I mean, really, the solution is turn off the TV, meet your neighbors. I mean, that's kind of the solution, but I think we'll be forced to do that to some extent coming at some point. I mean, if we're not already doing that, I'm not going to say that out loud. Sorry about that, guys. Life is good. I feel good. Good things are always happening to me. Life is good. I feel good. Good things are always happening to me. Life is good. I feel good. Good things are always happening to me. Life is good. I feel good. Good things are always happening to me. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for being here. It's amazing. And I appreciate you guys. Without you, none of this would be possible. And that's not true because I'm doing it regardless. But I do appreciate you leaving your feedback. I do appreciate you watching, taking the time. And I encourage you to take the time out to study, realign your focus, start paying attention to the foods that you're putting in your body, start paying attention to the mental digestion that you have, like all the crap that you're taking in. And you can switch that up too, just a little bit at a time. Start with a mantra. Start for yourself. A mantra and exercise every day. You want to get 20 minutes of exercise. You want to read a mantra or recite a mantra that is geared toward whatever goals that you have or whatever wants that you have or whatever changes that you would like to make. So you say, life is good. I feel good. Good things are always happening to me. Or you say, money comes to me easily and effortlessly in major abundance all the time in all kinds of positive ways. Or you say, I'm getting healthier every day. Or you say, I'm getting in better mental health every day. Or you say, I'm becoming a better person every day. Or you say, um, man, life is so easy, instead of other things. When you catch yourself saying things in your head out loud, ask the question, is that what I want? So when you say, man, this really sucks, you say, is that really what I want? And the answer, if it's no, then you change it. And instead of saying this really sucks, you say, things are getting better all the time. That's a good one, right? Or it's happening. That's a good one too, to say to other people. How's it going? It's happening. It just leaves it wide open. And there's really what's happening. Life, it's a good thing, right? Life is good. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'd love to hear your comments and your uh successes in your life. Please feel free to share. If you would like for personal guidance on these matters, I can help you write your own mantra. I can help you put it to music, um and so that you can listen to it and you can kind of pick and choose the music. But I find that the most powerful and effective, because you could put some soft music to it and listen to it before bed or in the morning, or you could put some jam music to it, whatever that is to you, and you could listen to it while you're working out, doing your movement. You want to do like a 20-minute walk, just get your breath up like this. That's all you need, really. You need that for consistently for about 20 minutes, and you're pushing everything through. I mean, you're about 90% healthier than if you didn't do that. So, I mean, you can avoid 90% of disease just by moving 20 minutes a day. Isn't that ridiculous? Now, don't quote me on that because I don't know that that's absolute truth. However, you get my point. It might be exaggerated, but damn, move every day. And that leads to overall health in your life, because once you start moving, then life gets easier. It's like, it's not that big of a deal to go out to the mailbox and get the mail. It's not that big of a deal to walk up the stairs. It's not that big of a deal to get up and down off the toilet. It's not that big of a deal to, play or run around the yard with your grandkids or your kids. It's not that big of a deal once you start moving every day. If you've been sedentary, start with 10 minutes, start with 5 minutes. But just get up and go. Get up and move every day. But you got to know the night before. The night before, just say, "Hey, tomorrow I'm going to not drink any freaking pop." Maybe you stop that right now. Better make a relationship with pop right now and realize that is causing a lump. Do you want a lump in your testicles? Drink a Diet Coke. Yes. Now, that's for exaggeration and parody purposes only. And that's crazy too, right? Because I even just said that. That's conditioning. So whatever. I'm just saying, if you really do, you gotta realize what the stuff's doing to you and stop watching commercials. You would think it was the best stuff in the world. And then the side effects of commercials, I mean, how stupid do you have to be? And they're putting the shit right in front of your face and they're saying, if you take this, you're going to, shit mucus, you might get bloody discharge from your penis hole. But ask your doctor if it's right for you. And it's like, seriously, dude, come on, man. Like, I'd rather just have some monk fruit and cut out the aspartame, you know, instead of a diet Coke, have some tea and put some monk fruit in it. I don't know, something like that, whatever works for you. But cut out the aspartame. It's not good for you. Hopefully this, will stick with you. Feel free to share, pass it along to anybody that you love, share the information. It's valid today. It was valid 20 years ago. It'll probably be valid in 20 years. Who knows? Who knows what the world will be like in 20 years? But yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and share. Catch me on YouTube. Catch me on Facebook. My phone number, 513-604-5621. Text or call if you like. Best way to get a hold of me. And I'll get back with you if I don't answer, because I'm not tied to my phone. And you shouldn't either. I mean, you do whatever you want. You could shit all over the place, right? Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. And until then, make it your best day ever.